Hope you had a good week. Hope your June is off to a good start. Jumping on here for my weekly Thursday live to chit chat about all your marketing questions. I don't have any kind of course you can buy and resell. It's strictly here to answer your questions and help you with your Facebook ads, Google ads, basically any platform minus Snapchat, because I'm not 13 and don't understand Snapchat. So feel free to drop any questions you have inside of the chat. There are no dumb questions, just stupid answers, which I try not to give, because if I don't know the answer, I'm not going to fucking lie to you. And eventually we will be joined by Phoenix Ha, another OG marketer in the space, ultimate badass, to answer your questions as well and kind of chit chat about what's working now. Things are evolving quite quickly. It's kind of interesting, some of the things we're testing out with bigger brands, smaller brands, all in one ecosystems inside of Facebook. Even removing all the Advantage Plus enhancements and getting 4 times better results. Like it's interesting, but like no one account really operates the same as another. So the fun part is figuring out what strategy works, what creative is best. How do you keep the people engaged? Steven or Stefan, is Facebook ads alone to grow a startup SaaS? I'm assuming you're asking, is Facebook ads alone enough to grow a startup SaaS? I mean, yeah, it's, a marketing channel. It's going to be cheaper than Google. SaaS on Google is fucking astronomically expensive for search campaigns. So, but the thing with Facebook is you need to really showcase like what problem your SaaS solves or what the like legit benefit is for the people, and like showcase it and get face to camera. Like honestly do that. Like that's going to be huge. But also understand the SaaS game is a lifetime value game. It's not a profitable on the very first month game. Usually it's very rare. How to market a new product? What's the angle you should consider? I mean, what's the product? What is it? I mean, that's a very vague question, but like step one is figuring out, who are the people that would buy this? How do we want to speak to them? Is the product solving a problem? What are the benefits of the products? Because we live like where everybody needs to really wrap their mind around is everything and anything that you sell, whether it's SaaS, whether it's service, whether it's a product. We live in a me centric world. So everybody wants to know, what can you do for me? Why should I use your thing? What does it do for me? They don't give a fuck about anything else. Like it's just, that's just the way the world works right now. And has for 10 years. Blessed October. What's going on? You have an idea you're trying to bring to life, but I don't have the money. See if you can get some like angel investors, friends or family or something. Koi AG, best resource to learn copywriting? ChatGPT. Like, and honestly, you can build a custom GPT bot inside of ChatGPT or Claude that if you basically build it out. So like use ChatGPT to create a job description for somebody. This is what I've done. That's for a person that is done copywriting for 20 plus years, excels at, writing in multiple different styles, including PAS, AIDA, can write in the style of, fucking Dan Kennedy, all kinds of like the best copywriters of all time. Like Google who those are. I can't remember their names right now. And then it'll make this huge custom job description for you. Then you tell it, hey, turn that into a prompt that I can use to create a custom GPT. And it will do that. And then you create the custom GPT from that prompt, and it will write you ad copy. Here's the thing with ad copy, or using AI. This is just for efficiency's sake. Like, don't learn copywriting. Copywriting is going to be obsolete, like actually having to know how to do it. The thing with using ChatGPT though is you need to feed it all the info. So like when I do use AI to at least get us like 80% of the way there for ads or copywriting, I'm feeding it like entire product descriptions, company info, reviews, everything, right? Just shitloads of information, and then telling it what I want, what style they want it to write in, problem, agitate, solution, who the demographic is, what problem it solves, yada yada yada, and then it will put out really good copy that gets you like 80 to 90% of the way there. Then you just put the last finishing touches on it. Hopefully that makes sense. What up, Ben? Stephen. Should I go direct sales campaigns? My landing page have freemium pro tier only. Should I remove the freemium on the landing page for Facebook ads conversion location? I mean, the conversion location, you just have to have the tag in the right place, right, after they actually check out all the way through. But, like, yeah, I mean, your goal is sales, so I would go with a sales campaign for sure. Let's say, I'm assuming lead gen to home improvement. What does that mean? Oh, so you have a new product for lead gen for home improvement? I'm not quite sure. My 7 or Me 7 or whatever. A lipstick. That's an interesting product idea, Blessed. Test. Yo, what's going on? Would you utilize Google ads or Facebook ads for an adult board game shop? Both. I would honestly do both. So Facebook, I would showcase like people having fun, like a video. People, as long as that it's not graphically explicit, or just like X-rated. Keep it tasteful. Run the video. Target people over 21. Showcasing people having fun. And like the kind of, if you can show the board games and all that stuff, and that'll work. So you're going to create the demand there, and then Google is a place that you can run search campaigns for adult board games. And I don't know if by adults you meant like, more X-rated, or maybe they're just for like older people like me. But you can definitely do search. I would, for sure, if you run Facebook, I would run a Performance Max campaign where, if this is online sales, where they, retarget the shit out of people. Mr. Kaiboy wants to know the best framework for testing products. I don't have a framework for testing products because I don't believe in testing products. That's a drop shipping thing. I believe in actually having a brand and already have done the research and know that there is a market fit for your product. Not a matter of let me go run ads for this and see if it works. Now you can do that, but I don't believe in that, so sorry. Steven, how do I find work? All of my leads are 95% of our clients come to us organically through all of my content. So I make videos, which is then disseminated by my team across TikTok, Facebook, 2 places on Facebook actually. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, and soon to be X and Threads as well for the written portion. So it's just been a longer game that way. I have also, because I put out so much content, I'm able to run ads to our warm audience to promote services that we offer. I don't do cold calling. I don't do cold emails. Fuck that noise. I hate that, and I know I'm not my ideal customer, but like, just even the amount of cold DMs that I get on a daily basis of setters and closers wanting to work for me, people wanting to edit my videos, people wanting to sell me shit, it's just so annoying. I'm like, stop. Like, if I wanted your work, like, I could applaud their hustle, but it's just annoying. Like, in a day and age where we're all getting bombarded 24/7, it's just annoying. So I mean, that's, you asked how I get clients, that's how. Let's see here. Running an engagement campaign to sell on WhatsApp, sneakers that are 50 to 60, getting a lot of messages and low CPM, around 20 cents, but no sales. How long has that ad been running? And I mean, but at the same time, like, you're running a campaign that is optimized most likely for messages. So that's what you're going to get versus sales. Unless you're running a sales campaign that the traffic is sent to WhatsApp, then it's just a matter of like, how long has that ad been running? How long have you been doing that? Best lead gen for local window and solar panel cleaning. Definitely Google. Test Facebook. It can be hit or miss when it comes to solar panel stuff. Window cleaning, I can definitely see that. One, there's going to be people looking for it, so like Google search, targeting whatever area you're in. And then Facebook side, I would definitely run some ads to that local area for leads, and like creative wise, before and after, dirty ass window after you did it, and then do some like behind the scenes of y'all cleaning the windows while they're dirty. And it's kind of like the whole, I don't know how you do the windows, but you ever seen the videos where like they put all the stuff on there and then they do it a cool like back and forth? I'm sure you do something like that, or I don't know how you do your window cleaning, but like that kind of thing, like really showing, again, you're showing, hey, this is what it looked like before, this is what it looks like after. We're really good at cleaning windows. Same thing with solar panels. Show some dirty ass solar panels. Why do you want to clean your solar panels? Does it help with more energy? Does it help with efficiency, etc.? Awesome. So I was in the same boat as what Test was thinking. Perfect. Okay. What are your thoughts on Google offering buy? I don't know. I got asked that question I think last week and was like, I don't know. I don't really have thoughts on it. I mean, that's the direction we're moving. It's unfortunate, but I don't have much of an opinion on Google giving severance to their employees. Honestly, I hate talking to responding to a text. I forgot what I was saying. Just build a SaaS about invest in crypto with my own algorithm. How would you market it? You're gonna have a hard time because, and I'll be honest with you, I would probably go a lot of organic content through TikTok and Instagram. Most platforms don't like crypto. Google doesn't like crypto unless you're registered. Facebook doesn't like crypto because it's finance and unregulated. So hodl, you're going to have a hard time running ads unless it goes to a very vague landing page with a very vague ad. Dingleberry, I love that name. Only 12 people in here watching. That's a slow week. Everybody's on vacation and outside touching grass. Dingleberry, he runs Google ads for a B2B company. Since last year, CPA have been steadily rising. Yeah, I mean, every year there is ads inflation. Every year costs go up 20 to 30%. More and more people are starting to do it. The platforms artificially increase their pricing. It's just the name of the game. Like, yo, when I first started running ads fucking 15, 16 years ago for my own company, shit was so cheap. Like, we're talking like a 3,000 or probably more % increase since I've ever started running ads for my own companies. User 29, is degree needed? Nope. You can go to school and learn marketing and then you come out and all that. I mean, it's going to teach you a little bit around like the psychology and stuff like that to a degree, but when it comes to the actual platforms and running stuff like this, like, no, degrees don't teach you that. I ever use Cassie.io? I have not. And let's see here. I got Dingleberry. I like this. I just love that username. So is the price increase on ads on Google becoming more expensive, or the smart bidding getting less efficient? It's just competition. It's supply and demand. Like, I mean, I could even tell you, let me put it to you this way. Like, Google ads are all, for the most part, supply and demand because most everybody refers to Google's ads as search campaigns. So if you're only running the search campaigns, it's supply and demand. So when a lot of things started happening in the US leading up to, Father's Day, so last week and the week before, I watched and saw cost double, like cost per lead, cost per purchase double on Google. and go up on Facebook. There was less activity. There was less people searching for things. They were distracted. They were looking the other way. So there's also a supply and demand thing. So also as competition goes up and more people are using the platforms, prices go up. It's just the nature of the beast. And unfortunately, on Google search, Google has limited places that it can actually place the ads without pissing all of us off. And the generative AI with those answers is taking up space up top, so people aren't scrolling as far. So click-through rates are down, which is then going to drive cost per purchase up, because you still get the impression, but it's not getting a click. And yeah, it's just a nice, fun shit show. Steven, USA social media presence is a good start. 100%, my friend. Alum Hib, so you've been running that ad for 1 week, so you've spent what, 60 times 7? I can't do that kind of math. That'd be 600. I don't know. Call it $500, $600, something like that. You haven't got one sale. If you're, I mean, it just depends. Like I would need more info. So Alumihib, if you're running anything other than a sales campaign, that's why you're not getting any sales. If you're running a traffic campaign that is sending people to WhatsApp, or a messaging campaign that's sending people to WhatsApp, that's why you're not getting sales. It's not showing the ad to people who are most likely to purchase. It is showing the ad to people who are most likely to click a button in the case of traffic, or it is showing the ad to people who are most likely to send a message in the case of messaging ad sets and campaigns. So sticking with the sales objective and purchase is the best way to do it, no matter where you send it to, because then that ad is going to be shown to people who are most likely to actually purchase. Now, where you'll freak out is potentially you're going to get a lower volume of messages, but that doesn't matter because you're getting no sales right now. You'll get a lower volume, but you're going to get people who are actually interested in what you're offering. Hopefully that makes sense. And then, yeah, I'm not surprised that they just ghost, like they ask for price and then ghost you. Like, I don't know. You must be in a country like probably South Africa or something that WhatsApp is very common. I know in the U.S., like I ain't buying shit through WhatsApp. There's just no way. Like somebody said it earlier, like they're not buying anything off WhatsApp either. You know, it's like, you know, there's a potential of being a scam and it freaks people out. Is meta ads really that different now? Yeah. Well, it kind of depends. I mean, so yes. Short answer is yes. Long answer to meta ads being different is you essentially have two ad account types right now, and it's not really different types, but you have the ad accounts that haven't been fully forced into Advantage Plus everything. Then you have the ad accounts that have been forced into Advantage Plus everything. So those two differences really dictate what is going to work inside of each ad account, period. Older tactics still work in the non-forced Advantage Plus accounts. In the forced Advantage Plus ad accounts, where it's like you can't go back to manual anything, Advantage Plus is on no matter what, that old school shit doesn't work. So what we're finding for those is actually running one campaign, one ad set, and your top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel ads all in one is working very well. Even giving it suggestions for the audience, because even if you tell it like switch to manual or, you know, limit the reach as they call it, it's still Advantage Plus, so they're still just suggestions. That is what's working the best there. Now, I'll also throw out there, like I just ran a test and I'm still running it, where we had, and this is $1 million a month client, and so we're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars, but we have one ad set that's like not doing that great. It's breaking even. And I'm like, you know, like I really want to test out the same audience, the same ads, but no Advantage Plus enhancements. And so I duplicated the ad set. It's running inside of the same campaign. And all I did was turn off the Advantage Plus enhancements, and it's getting a 4X versus a 1X. And the fucking CPA is $16 versus $87. Little tweaks like that. Like they just, the name of this game is always testing and what works, what doesn't work. I have other accounts that are lower budget that the all-in-one doesn't work, so we're running small budget engagement campaigns to then feed into the sales campaigns and gave it the suggestions of those people, and that's working really good. It's very different. Like everything is different. What are some good skills certificates to have for a marketer in the Bay Area? I don't know about the Bay Area, Eunice. All I can say is for me, I don't care about your certificates. Like me as an agency owner, I wouldn't care about your certificates. Certificates are a dime a dozen. Like, I don't really care. I would care more about your skills and your experience. Even then, most of my media buyers I've brought in cold, not knowing anything. They were just good people, willing to learn, smart, and then like taught them everything from the ground up. If you're able to tell yourself one thing when you were first starting out, what would it be? First starting out as the agency, I don't know, probably focus more. I don't know, like no matter the business type you're in, retention is the name of the game. Like the more you can keep your customers coming back and happy with you and loving on you, the better everything goes. Like it's just compounding interest. Now before that, I had my own multi 7-figure e-commerce stores, so that's a whole different ball game as well. But yeah, hodler, you're doing original content, but how to get stand out of a lot of scam trader services. It's just gonna be about building that trust, right? Ben, how you run meta ads? I do. Meta, the only platform we don't manage. We're a full stack digital marketing agency. And so we run every platform except for Snapchat. Probably should have learned Snapchat, but I haven't really learned Snapchat. A little bit behind you guys, so trying to catch up. Dopa Learn, what's going on? Good to see you. If you guys are enjoying this at all or getting any kind of knowledge, I'd appreciate smashing the heart button. Run those likes up. Kind of helps juice the algo and get some more people up in here. Best way to learn Google Ads and SEO for local service. Well, Google Ads, I'm trying to think. I mean, like, obviously, there's tons of people on TikTok. So, like, local services, I'm trying to think, like, who you can go look for. I mean, I post a ton of content, but Google Ads for local services are, mainly search. So they're pretty easy, like roofing, San Francisco, new roof near me. The terms are pretty simple. You're putting a radius around the area that you want the ads to show, making sure you're picked presently in or regularly in, make sure the headlines are tied together. It's going to a landing page. Really, at that point, it's the landing page that's going to convert people and get them to be leads or purchase. SEO is all about authority at this point. It's very authority driven. So like, blog posts about the topic for that area, optimizing the pages to be like roofing San Diego or roofing Spokane or carpet cleaning Richmond, I don't know, random cities. And then if you have multiple locations, having those have their own unique pages on the website as well. And then making sure the ad copy ties into the actual product or service and the location. Go check out like Search Atlas has a great platform. And they have a lot of videos. So like Search Atlas on YouTube is good. Jake the Wizard of Marketing is badass when it comes to SEO stuff. So go check out his TikTok channel. Same thing with Hey Tony, Matt Diamante. Both are badasses G's when it comes to SEO. And then Kate Smoothly. Those three. I would definitely check them out on TikTok. They drop amazing information about SEO for everybody, really. Let's see. Got a little bit behind here. The comments jumped, so give me a second. Not so fine art. What's going on? Long time no see. Any idea how to or a way to manually set reduce max CPC on a PMax? No, I don't. I'm sorry, not so fine art. I let you down. I don't know. Perochu, how would you market a B2B tool in a boring niche like workplace safety? I mean, like the obvious play is going to be Google search, really getting into the search terms. I would try to make sure that where you send the traffic to talks about the problem. or pain points that they have around workplace safety. And then also Facebook ads. You're going to find, business owners and safety officers and stuff like that. And it's the same thing, just like showcasing the benefits and talking about the pain points and everything that they deal with inside of, their workplace or their warehouse or the company around safety, and making sure people aren't driving around with the forklift signs up, or, other don't run into the product racks and make them fall on people kind of, stuff. I don't know how to solve misrepresentation issue in GMC. Nonsense. What's going on, man? Yeah, it depends on what the product is. They're probably thinking that you're selling something, or misrepresent. Usually it's like you're selling a product and they think that you're trying to act like the brand. A lot of times it's just like you just have to hammer the fuck out of Google support to get that fixed. Like, I hate to say that because they suck, but that's what I've had to do in the past, and it takes weeks. Andy Masters, sell skirting board. What is skirting board? And wondering what would be the best ads to do on Google. What is skirting board? Andy, tell me what skirting board is. Adrian DS Marketing, good to know. Awesome. Appreciate you dropping that in there for everybody. Abu N, how are you? Thank you for your nice compliment there. How can I learn to run ads from you? I have a small business in UAE and would love to learn from you. So, shameless plug. I do have a low ticket monthly program, $99 a month. We do weekly group coaching calls. You get access to all my pre-recorded trainings for Facebook, Google, and TikTok. I don't know what time of day the calls would be for you. We do them 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You're probably early morning for you, but that would be the best option. And you can get to that through a link in my bio. It takes you to a page where there's 3 buttons. I think it's the 3rd button down. Then I'll take you to the sales page. No contracts. Come in and out as you please. Just there to help everybody. Miles, thanks for sharing the live. Appreciate you. Let's run those likes up, guys. Dopalearn, thanks for following. Appreciate you. We'll catch up to all the comments here in a second. Koi, have you added tools like Make or N8N into your creation process? Not yet. Not yet. I have been dabbling with learning N8N. I mean, obviously, we've been using like Zapier for freaking years, and like 10 years. But I've been trying to dabble more in the N8N stuff. I think my problem is I want to make really robust and complex things. So then like I get frustrated and I run out of time. So it'll be like weeks in between when I actually have the time to dabble in that. And my poor EA, we have her so busy right now with stuff that she doesn't have the time to learn it either. But N8N is something I want to dabble into far more. Am I handling my own DMs right now? Yes, Blue Jay. It's still me handling all my DMs. I'm not interested in any AI yet. I think you messaged me, but unfortunately, I'm not. I mean, if I'm going to have anything handle my DMs for me, it's going to be my executive assistant. Jay Panlo. If I'm going to run ads to get people to sign up to a SaaS trial, what conversion should I target? Well, if I'm going to assume that you would send them to a page and that page is going to be like a checkout where, let's say it's a free 7-day trial and then they start to get charged afterwards, I would still go with the sales objective. Avenger, what's going on? So I have a deal going on for $99 for all your products. Not all my products. No, friend. It's $99 a month is a marketing group. So it's called the No Bullshit Marketing Insiders Group. It has Facebook group, weekly group coaching calls, access to all my pre-recorded trainings. That is not for all my service, like all my products. Our agency services start at like $3,000 a month. So that's like us doing everything, though, soup to nuts, the beginning to the end. So $99 would be fucking insane. But there's that. The $99 is for that group. Josh, your wife's high up in marketing at a bank. That's awesome. Has a medical condition. That's not awesome. I'm sorry to hear that. Best route for her to go freelance. If she can start pumping out content and talking to, people in the financial industry, like that would be good because that's a tough one for most people that aren't in the financial industry. Um, that would be a good route to go and kind of hitting up those people. I think that would be really good because it's a special category and she knows that lingo and the marketing around it. So she'd be automatically hyper niched and could probably scale pretty quickly that way. Hopefully that helps, Josh. And I'm sorry to hear about your wife's medical condition. Do you do just ecom or home services as well? We do home services as well. How many ads do you test at a time? Really varies, 3 to 5. Yeah. Baseboard, Andy. Baseboard. Ah, okay. So you sell baseboard. I'm wondering what would be the best ads to do on Google. Andy, I'm going to ask more questions. It's going to be stupid questions, but like, are we talking like just like household baseboards, or like what's the purpose of the baseboards? Venture, the $99 course. There's a link in my bio. Click that link. It'll take you to a landing page that has 3 buttons, and then I believe it's the 3rd button down, and takes you to the sales page, where I basically try to talk you out of joining, and then it will take you to the purchase page. You get access right away, and then the next group coaching call is on next Wednesday. Just had one yesterday. M. Lors, how did I get my first client? Well, I was very lucky and blessed. So I had already been building my own e-commerce stores for 10 years at that point. So I kind of was in some e-commerce circles and groups that I saw what we were doing. We were always sharing everything, and I did literally just have people come to me and be like, "Dude, your brands are killing it. You guys are doing great with your marketing. Like, would you run ads for us?" And at that point, I didn't really have a plan to do that. So my agency started by accident in 2018 as a side hustle, and then in 2021, when I sold my last e-commerce business, everything in e-com was so saturated that I was like, "Fuck it, we're going full agency," and have been that way since. Vale, I know your sister's tied up in a meeting, so she's not here. She's very missed, but I will tell her that you jumped in here and asked, "Where's Phoenix?" I'm gonna text her right now. No, I'll wait. I think she's still in a meeting. But I appreciate you being here, Vale. That is too funny. Ben, if you're still here, tell Phoenix her sister showed up. Do you know of any search sites that only give results for small businesses? I don't know, and I'm not sure if I'm understanding the question correctly. Quang, does message ad campaign work for restaurant, and what is your recommendation for F&B ads? What are F&B? What is it? What is Facebook F&B? I wouldn't do a message campaign for a restaurant. Honestly, for a restaurant, here's what I would do just to kind of give you the high level, literally give you everything we would do for a restaurant, because that's not my niche. If you want a guy that's really, really good at restaurant stuff, Matt Plapp, the dude's a G when it comes to restaurants. But in my opinion, I'm going to run lead campaigns that's going to drive people to a landing page to get like a coupon or a voucher for a free appetizer with purchases over X. And then our goal is to get them in the door, to enjoy the service, to then want to come back. But you have their email, you have their phone number. So now you can email them deals, you can email them happy hours, you're building a database. Like, that is gold for every business. Is owned data is gold. Very simple. That's what I would do. Abu, I just want you to look at your program. It mentions 25K, but we are fairly new. So which one did you go to? Because let me go to my page real quick, and I'll message the link in here. Well, hey, Jake is live right now too. That stinker. That's probably why my count is down. Well, we got 38 people up in here. Ah, okay. So I need to change that link. Why is it? God, I just suck at this link. Like, no wonder. I think this is it. Yeah. All right. So I need to fix my link in my bio. Aboo, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. Ben on it. I love it. I keep messing up my freaking. I'm trying to use Bitly for the link in my bio, and I clearly just keep messing it up. So much fun. How to figure out the max budget a CBO can handle when I reach a certain point, scale back. So it's not a matter of like the CBO being able to handle it. It's just the level of diminishing returns and creative fatigue and audience fatigue. But yeah, it literally to figure it out, you're scaling up until you hit the point of diminishing returns and your ROAS starts to flatline or go down and your cost per action starts to go up. Now you're just giving Facebook or Google Facebook more money, and then you just peel back your ad budget to, you know, what it was before. Avenger, I'll drop the link as well for you because I've screwed up my link in my bio. I find it hard to know what's the max because if I scale beyond a certain point, the ROAS plummets. Yeah, that's you hitting the point of diminishing returns. And that's where you have to, like, depending on what the spend level is, I mean, it could be like you need to implement other strategies or feed the top of funnel through other ways. There's multiple, like, there's so many different ways to try to test the scale, and it's hard to like get all that info through TikTok and then explain it. But yeah, I mean, every campaign, every ad set has a level of diminishing returns where now it's, and really here's the thing though, it's not even necessarily diminishing returns. It kind of is, but what happens is Facebook is really going out and fishing and getting in front of like stone cold people that now have to see your stuff over and over and over again. And like 3 weeks later, you'll see it pick up, but a lot of times we're not patient. And so we don't want to watch and like hemorrhage a little bit of money for 2 to 3 weeks while it picks back up and turns around. Business TikTok, what's going on, buddy? You're close to signing a huge national builder client. That's fucking awesome, dude. Any advice? I don't know. I mean, not really. Just congrats. Yeah. Maybe you can always DM me business TikTok if you like some specifics. I can give you advice on that. Got 15 minutes left. Appreciate everybody in here. Smash that like button if you are getting value. Would appreciate it. Do you recommend your CRM also being your billing software if the CRM offers billing? Yeah, why not? I mean, like I use we have Go High Level as our CRM, and for even the agency clients and the marketing group, it's our billing platform as well. Just connected Stripe to it, and everything goes through there. Google ads or meta ads for wedding photography. We have 2 wedding photography clients. Meta does far better because you can showcase your work. You can show the videos that you do as long as you have like waivers that allows you to use that. Meta does way better because you're also like, think of it this way. On Google, you're competing with The Wire. You're competing with The Knot. They have huge budgets. So Facebook, you're not in direct competition with them for just 3 slots. First party data is key. 100%. Totally agree. First party data is key. Even if you can get first party data of your website visitors, that is amazing as well. I scrolled because I thought this was your ad, but scrolled back when I realized it was a live. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming back. Thank you. And just so you know, it's Reese Nicole. I turned off all my ads. So now everything you're seeing is actual just content. I should change up my background, like not do all my videos in my office. What do you think about that? Should I like find a new area to start recording videos in? Like maybe go outside, touch some grass, laying in the grass, on the roof, in my truck. I hate doing them in my truck though. I don't know why. It'd probably be good to like switch up the area because y'all are just so used to seeing me in this setting. Anyways. Shihab, can I media buyer as no use music? Can I be a media buyer as no use music? I'm not sure what you're asking there. Sorry. You see my ads all the time. Yeah, I turned those off. I want to say Monday, the ads for the group and the agency side. Just with the traffic's down, with everything going on in the world right now in the news, I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm going to turn these off. And I probably need to change up the environment I'm in, record new ones, and just haven't had time. So I turned off all my ads, I think Monday or Tuesday. Now it's just normal videos that everybody's going to see. But then they look like my ads because I do everything in the same environment. Matrix guy, how's Neo doing? Bad dad joke. Running lead ads for HVAC sector, lead gen, I get $20 ads. Can I get it any cheaper? Doubtful. $20 is pretty cheap in this day and age. Let's see, Avenger, I dropped the link a little bit further up in the chat for you. I don't know if it came through. Let me know if it didn't come through for the course or the group. Where's the link? Okay, can't see the link. Damn it. All right, I'm going to see if I can message you two real quick. Not business TikTok. He doesn't care about my group. So let me, can I send a DM? What the frick, man? Nope, that's not what I wanted. Sorry, Abu. I just sent you an invite to be multi-guest. Let's see. Well, frick, I don't know. Maybe if I click follow, then can I send you a message? No. How dumb is that? That it doesn't let you DM people directly in here. Let me see if I can. I don't know. I just dropped a link in there. Let me know if you guys see the link. I don't know if it's going to work in here. Worst case scenario, you know what I'll do? Because I actually know the page I need to change the bit.ly to, so I'm just going to change it right now. So it'll take me 2 seconds. Dark matter, what's going on? Bear with me, guys. I'm a dum-dum when it comes to bit.ly links and screwed up this, so I am updating it real quick so the link in my bio actually goes to where I want it to, so these fine people can actually get to AUJ, UMR, AUJ, there it is. So then I want to edit this, and I want to change the redirect to this, and I think we should be good to go. So if you guys didn't get the link in the chat, you can definitely grab it at my bio now. It will take you to, better do it, it does. Okay, so then it'll take you to that page I was talking about. Third button down will take you to the actual page for the group. I'm just a dum-dum and messed up my bit.ly. Let's see here. Okay, I'll go back to actual questions now instead of trying to sell shit. Business TikTok, you're using the same video creative over 9 months with 100,000 spend and CPL still dropping, no fatigue. Yeah, I mean, that happens. Like, there's plenty of times that stuff can just be evergreened. Like, you don't have to change things out. You don't have to do that. You know, like, man, in my old businesses and even some of the companies that we run right now, like, we've had stuff evergreened for 6, 7, 8 months, and we just keep an eye on it. And if we can scale it, great. If we have, I mean, if we can't, it's just, you're paying us to babysit. Do you recommend your CRM? Well, I already answered that one. Business TikTok, you've had a pixel for 3 years. Does it only retain 6 months of data over 3 years? As my understanding is like all your data is on there, like forever, never, never. And 3 years of data is really good. What's the average CAC payback period for supplements? Well, you can technically, you could have it pay off right away, you know, be profitable, but 2 purchases, that's what I shoot for. Ilias. Tar Heel fan, it's my brand. I appreciate that. Avenger, yeah, check out the bio. Ben would love to see Mitch doing a live stream from a botanical garden just for the pure dichotomy. Dude, don't tempt me, Ben. I'll do it. I care. I'll do it, Ben. I'll do it. I'm a wild man. Yeah, I was just laughing at one of the creatives we sent a client recently. They sell cold plunge tubs and all that stuff, and sometimes my ADD just goes wild. And so, like, we were on a call, and it's like, you know what creative would be really good to do is, like, we take a White Walker from Game of Thrones and we put it in the cold plunge tub. Like, that'll stop the scroll. And so then for Father's Day creatives, we slipped that one in there just for fun. They were dying. Like I of course only do this with clients I know that have like a really good sense of humor. And no, we're not going to run it, but I was just laughing about that, thinking about like the botanical garden and the crazy stuff I'll try to do. Virginia Concrete Masonry, how are you today? You'd like to market your business around commercial masonry repair. Okay. So you need to speak to like businesses. If you go the Google search route, you're going to be looking for terms that businesses would be searching, and just go to the keyword planner. Really is going to be the simplest route, and spend some time there and researching, commercial or business. I doubt they're using the word masonry, business brick repair, business concrete repair, office concrete repair, stuff like that, right? Then the same thing if you go like the meta route, Facebook and Instagram, which is likely Facebook because you'll have your older crowd there, older business owners, people that actually own the buildings probably. You just speak directly to them. Hey, business owners, you tired of your offices looking run down? Do you need this fixed? Do you need that fixed? Like, this is what I do. My name's Jim, and we fix bricks. Dark Matter, will my program work for hurricane shutter sales in my local area? Most likely. I mean, so the $99 a month program helps everybody get comfortable with the platforms, understand how to run things on the platforms, and then the weeklies are very much like the first 15-20 minutes is me talking about like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're seeing working across Ecom, this is what we see working across service base and on both Meta, Google, TikTok, or all three. I don't know why I said both. Then it's open to Q&A, and like a plethora of questions get asked. And like I always tell people, like, I'm an open book. I'm not gatekeeping shit in my content, or especially in that group. The only question I tell people, like, don't ask me. I always hate getting asked, like, how much money do you make? I'm like, it's none of your business. And honestly, the government gets almost 6 figures out of me, so like, I don't make enough. Fucking the government gets more than I do. But anyways, yeah. Business TikTok, you added a second pixel to site and one PFP when using pixel your site. Is duplication automatic now? Deduplication. Yes, but if it's on a second pixel, it shouldn't mess with the conversions being reflected on your campaigns or ads, because you can't really use 2 pixels inside of an ad campaign. Dan, thanks for sharing the live. We got 5 minutes left. Make sure you get your last minute questions in. Self-made baller. I like that name. If you're marketing through IRL creatives, in real life creatives, I'm assuming, is it a way to track the reach or success of their post? Or am I self-made? Am I thinking Avenger, click the link in my bio, it'll take you to the page that has the 3 buttons, and that's the 3rd button down. I fixed the link in my bio. But self-made baller, yeah, I'm like, are you talking about like organic posts that say an influencer makes for you and then posts, and you're like, how do I track the success of that? Yes. Okay. So you are. Yeah. Organic is tough unless you have them, like, say, if they're putting a link in the bio or attaching a link to the stories, you can technically have them use UTM parameters and see that in Google Analytics if it's last click, but then also if you're e-commerce and it's like a Shopify or something like that, those metrics are generally drove over as well. But you'll usually get a spike right away and then a couple day late, like trickle over from those kinds of posts. Now, if you're taking those posts and then also promoting them in ads, you do the same thing, but it has its own URL, which those work really well. So there's multiple different names for it, but the most common one I've seen is like white label or whitelist ads. which is nothing more than like I make a video for you, I post it to my page, I then give you a code to promote the post, and it's like a joint venture where, you know, it's Self-Made Baller or it's Mitch Barham promoting the post, but like paid for, you know, Self-Made Baller. Most people will just see that it's me promoting it, and it's a little more like trustworthy, and it's also hitting my audience, your audience, and everybody else. How do you improve SEO for ecom brands? It's going to be your product page titles, your product descriptions. Realistically, if you can do blogs that talk about your ingredients, that'd be really good. And then alias, your collection pages. So your category pages, you're going to SEO those and put blob of text, title. Do me a favor though, if you do the collection and category pages, like, because that's the easiest one to do, find the code inside of the theme and move it down below all the products so people don't go to the site and just see this wall of fucking text that almost makes no sense. Put it down at the bottom. It's pretty easy to do. You're paying for blue check marks on Facebook and IG. Does it help much, if at all, with ads? I don't really think it does, because I have it as well. I don't really think it does, because I've run ads through it and not seen an advantage for organic or for paid outside of, it's really hard to fake being me now because there's not a blue check mark. Let's see here. Pool builder client got $125,000 customer financing since recently got a $700,000 mortgage HELOC, or business TikTok. That just confused me. Roomba. If you modify your H1, H2, and H3 content to improve it, will affect my rankings on Google. Yes, 100% it will. Could make it better, could make it worse. But those H1 and H2s are very important. H3, nah. H1 and H2 are very important. That's where you want to have, like, ideally the words that you want to rank for without keyword stuffing the shit out of it and making it look obvious. Do I have an inexpensive Fiverr type video editor to recommend? I don't. I have an internal video editor who also does graphic design. So I pay a guy on staff to do that. Customer can't get the loan for $12,000 since they just got, oh, shit, man. I don't know. God dang it. Why am I forgetting the name of some like other financing companies that I know some of our clients use? And they're like totally different than your firms, Klarnas, etc. If I remember them, man, I'll shoot you a message on here because I know we've talked back and forth. So if I can remember, I will shoot you a message. All right. I'm going to answer Hanny, and then I'm got to go. Appreciate you guys. You got a product in the MMO space. I don't know what MMO is. The solution is new. What kind of ads to run? What is MMO? Kind of feel like I still need more coffee. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. Oh, make money online. I don't know. Because I'm torn between leads or sales. But goddamn, your segment that you're in, make money online, is saturated as fuck, whether the solution's new or not. Like that's gonna be a tough one. Yeah. Okay, last question, and then I promise I'm leaving. You've been running ads for 8 months, but my CPA is too high, spending 300 euros or pounds a day. I'm assuming euros. Well, I mean, it could be multiple things. Could be the ad creative, could be the landing page, could be the product, could be the service. Product is 26 pounds. Yeah, could very well just be, could be an ad issue where it's not calling out to any kind of pain point solution or creating any kind of demand. Could be that they click on the ad depending on what the click-through rate is, and then they get to the landing page of the product or the product page, and then they're like, oh, fuck, this isn't what I thought it was. And because, like, here's the thing, ads sell the clicks. Once somebody gets to the page has to do the rest of the work. So if it's not well put together, if it's not doing much communicating in the way of, still touching on pain points, creating FOMO, describing it, like all that, that could be a problem. I would if you can, use something like Microsoft Clarity, see how people are interacting on the website, and then see if there's something that you can easily fix. And honestly, CPC on Facebook ads doesn't matter. It's just a reflection of your click-through rate versus your impressions. So CPC doesn't matter on Meta, which I'm assuming you're doing Meta. If it's Google, there's a lot more that could be unpacked there.